So you've been struggling to get past first dates. What a nightmare that must be for you. And you're wondering, what is it that you're doing so wrong that no guy wants to see you again after a first date? Well, keep on watching this video where I'll go through 5 key reasons that turn him off on a first date. My name is Andrea and I'm the Fearless Love Coach. I show strong, sassy, successful single women just like you how to attract and keep Mr. Right. So let's get right to it, because I want you to get past date 1. I want you to attract and keep your Mr. Right. So one of the reasons why he's turned off on a first date is that you're on the phone. I know how addicted we are to mobile phones. I am too. Absolutely, I love it, right? So I'm equally as guilty. But if you're on a date and you haven't turned your phone off, you've not put it in airplane mode or put it in silent, if it's always buzzing or ringing and you say to him, I'm sorry, but I just have to get that. I know if you're busy and say you run a business, for example, there are things you need to take care of. However, if being in a relationship is important to you, you're gonna have to take some time out. That means putting the phone on silent, airplane mode, letting people know you're not available for an hour or so. So you just have that time to spend with him. You know, I know some of you girls are literally like this. Whilst you're on a date, texting. So if you're doing that, please put the phone away just for that moment in time. Now, number 2, you're full of yourself. You know, one guy came to me, he was really annoyed. He went on this date with a gorgeous woman and he was annoyed because she acted so full of herself that she felt completely turned off. No matter how attractive she was physically, she became pretty ugly quickly. So there's one thing being confident, but when you're so full of yourself that, you know, you feel better than the person that you're with, that it's gone beyond confidence, but you're verging more on arrogance. You know, I'm talking about when it's quite an extreme. I want you to be confident, but being arrogant to the point where you feel like you're better than that other person is a complete turn off. No matter how attractive you are, that will make you unattractive and quite ugly as a person. And I don't want that to be you. I want you to get past date 1, okay? So, number 3, one-upmanship. I know some of you girls feel like you need to challenge him. And it's like, you know, if he said he's done something, you want to say, well, I've done better than that, or I've done something else. Or you're trying to challenge him and poke him, but you might take it a little bit too far, that he's wondering, hey, this is meant to be a date and we're meant to have fun and it's meant to be relaxed. But you're just kind of like digging in at him. You know, I had one client who was doing this and she realised she was doing it. She was very guilty of doing it. And she told me that she just felt she couldn't help herself. She felt like she wanted to have some kind of power over him. And when we looked at it further, she actually was feeling insecure about herself. So the only way that she could feel confident was to try and kind of put him down, and that was her way of putting him down. But through coaching with me, that all changed and now she's with Mr. Right. So those were 3 reasons. Number 4, you're boring. No, I'm not saying that you're boring, but that you're being boring on a date. One way that is very boring, it's so boring if you talk endlessly about your job. I know some of you are really successful and you're passionate about what you do. And I don't want you to hide what you do or not talk about it. But if that's the only thing you're talking about, it takes the fun away, it takes the romance away, it takes the whole dating away. It's meant to be relaxed and light and having fun and enjoying each other. You know, you do your job, maybe you work 9 to 5, or maybe you're an entrepreneur and very busy, and I know it takes up a lot of your time. But this is an opportunity for you to get to know someone, to relax and have fun. I don't want you to be boring. Because I know you're not boring. But if he thinks that you're boring, massive turn off. And finally, number 5. You tell him on a first date that if he doesn't know whether he wants to have a relationship with you right in that moment, then he can jog on. I've actually heard women use that term, that he just might as well just move on, forget it, you're not interested. On a first date, it's too much. That's too much too soon. A first date, you're just meeting each other for the first time. He's checking you out. You should be checking him out. Not so worried about, is this going to turn into a relationship? You don't know him yet. So the point of dating is just to get to know someone. A first date is meant to be light. It's meant to be fun. You're meant to just relax and enjoy it, even if you know he's not the right guy for you. So if you can't get past a first date, you're probably doing one of those 5 things that I've just mentioned. So just look at the past dates and ask yourself, have you done any of those things? And if you have, you know there's some changes for you to make. Some changes that can get you past the first date. So really thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. I've got great advice videos on dating, on relationships, and how to keep that love alive with your Mr. Right. I want you to attract and keep your Mr. Right for a long-term, loving, meaningful, loving relationship. So thanks for watching and bye for now.